What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video right here on my Twitch live stream channel. If you watch me on Twitch, this is like the early access before it becomes available as a rerun on my YouTube channel. If you guys watching the rerun, hope you guys like the AI intro. Oh, it was terrible. This will be playlist episode number 4, where we are getting back to playing Monopoly. All right. With that being said, folks, I don't want to say too much else and dive right into the gameplay. If you guys want to support, you can support at the bottom of your screen, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, or you can utilize the sponsor if you don't currently have the space to support at the moment. Ember, downloaded on your smartphone. With the invitation code will give you a boost, or it could be virtual Bitcoin mining business partners. Mine Satoshi, mine Bitcoin 24/7 365. Play, win, earn. All right, with that being said, folks, let's go ahead and dive right into it. For today, as we get back to playing Monopoly, so for this episode, we will be tackling the forest, the enchanted forest board. Trek away from the woodland path and lose yourself in a miniature world among the trees. Sounds like something out of Lord of the Rings. Alrighty, folks, let's go ahead and dive right into it. An enchanted forest board. And as we dive into the forest, we will be playing against the horse, the bat, and origami. Let's go. Now, what the heck is this? All right, let's see. Let's see who'll go first. Origami will go first. 11. Stilthouse Street. Oh, some of these names. Oh, look at that. Instead of chance, you get a wishing well. Alright. So I am going second. Oh, that's where I'm going. The wishing well. Advance to Old Boot Station. Ain't that something? Alright, I am going to buy it. The Old Boot Station. What kind of a name is that? Sounds like from the that, I don't know, Grammar Cracker commercials. That's a never. Anyways. Horse turn. Doubles, rolling an 8. Root Bridge Road, and he's gonna buy. Horse rolls a 7. Lily Pad Station. Bat rolling a 7. Also at the wishing well. Advance to the nearest railroad. A Lily Pad Station. Paid 50 to horse. Origami. Rolls a 3. Lily Pond Docks. Alright, it is my turn. Okay. I roll a 4. Grove Village Road. I'm gonna buy, please. Petty, please. Okay, and I'll end my turn. Horse rolls an 8. Doubles. Once again, I think. Portobello Pathway. 220. He is going to buy. Alright. Horse 6. Fay Street. He is going to buy. But Bat Masterson. Rolls an 8. Pays 18 to horse. Origami's turn. Rolls a 4. Doubles. What's all these doubles? Alright. Lumber Lane. Origami will buy. Origami rolls a second set of doubles. 10. Waterfall. Origami rolls an 8. Ooh, came close. Your roots grew into everyone's house. So you gotta pay. Alright, it is my turn. I am the cannon. Roll a 5. I paid 12 to Origami. Wah wah. Alright, horse 11. Lands right on go. Alright, bat rolls an 8. Beanstalk Gardens. Where's Jack? Alright. Bat buys Beanstalk Gardens. It is now Origami's turn. Origami rolls a 6. Community's chest, you found a magic bean. Perfect for growing a huge stalk. Whoops. Alright, my turn. I roll a 6. Free parking, suckers. Does nothing. Horse rolls a 12. Glow shroom fall. Grow some mushrooms, will ya? Oh man. Horse lands on the wishing well. Go to jail. Bat's turn. Rolls an 8. Oh boy. Stump Palace Street. Origami's turn. Rolls a 9. Alright. My turn. Roll an 8. Seriously, what is this that I'm landing on somebody else's property? I swear. I put it on the hardest difficulty and it's like all rigged to land on properties no matter what. Snake eyes for horse. Community's chest, get out of jail. Bat's turn. Root Ridge Road. Origami's turn. Rolls a 3. Landing on his own property. My turn. I roll an 8. Advance to Stump Palace Street. Really? That is a load of doo-doo. Alright, horse, Gnome Home Road. And he will buy. Mycelium Highway. And horse will buy. Oh boy, horsey. Kind of moving fast on buying properties, huh? You might start owing pretty soon. Alright. Alright. Bat. We'll buy Pumpkin Path. Origami lands on the wishing well. Advance to Stilthouse Street. Origami rolls a 5. I got $5 foot long. Nope, that's not a thing anymore in the subway. All right, cannon. I roll a 6. All right, in my turn, horse rolls a 9. Boot road, he will buy. You got the boot. You get the boot. All right, bat's turn. 5. Shiitake street, you know. Oh man. Origami rolls a 3. Woodcutter's walk. Oh man, these are some pretty creative names. Oh, you know. Alright, I roll a 4 and I land on my own property. I'll end my turn. Alright, horse lands on one of the utilities. Next up, bat rolls a 12. Community's chess. And bat gets doubles. It gets doubles for the second time. Let's see. 7 for bat. Glitterstream Glades. Origami lands on the yellow. Alright, my turn. I roll a 5. Horsey. Bat. Turtle Town. He will buy. Origami rolls a 4. Paid 26 to bet. I swear I'm like in borderline circumstances from the first episode. Oh boy. So I got to figure out a system how to overcome that, because that's how rigged I think it is when I play the hardest difficulty in Monopoly. Alright. My turn. I roll an 8. Back to the wishing well. Jeez. Oh well. I don't own any properties, so that doesn't apply to me. Alright. I will end my turn. Horse lands on woodland chest, or I don't know. Yeah, woodland chest. Bat lands on free parking. Alright, my turn. Cannon. I roll a 5. And landing on somebody else's property once again. Horsey lands on Old Can Path. He will purchase. You gotta be kidding me. Bat lands on Gnome Home Road in the yellow. Origami rolls a 10. Just visiting. You find a glowing mushroom cave, collect 20. Interesting circumstances. Okay, my turn. I roll an 11. Gotta be kidding me. Taxes due. The honey yield is extra sweet. Oh my goodness. You're gonna end the game early like that, huh? Bank pays you dividend. Collect 50 bucks for the bat. Origami's turn. Rolls a 3. Free parking. My turn. Roll a 9. The fabulous 9. Go back 3 spaces. Hey, where's my choice to pay 10%? Horse. Community's chest. You are assessed for street repairs. Yep, that's what you get for putting property so early in the game. That might cost you. Gimme. Alright. Wow. Origami. Purchasing price $240. Origami pays $560-ish. Twice the price. Wow. Bat. Lands on Old Boot Station. 6, 4. Origami. Parsnip path. My turn. Okay, guys. So just to kind of backtrack a bit on the strategy, because when I feel like, you know, when it's like a hard difficulty and there is a system that it works completely against you, that's one of the strategies that I just put out if you guys saw what I did. So kind of going back on the auction is that, yeah, you want to get, if you can, try to get the properties as cheap as possible, but at the same time, if it did just cost too much, utilize the system in a way where you make the other opponent pay a lot more than he has to, pretty much put him in a massive financial disadvantage, where in this case Origami paid twice as much for the property in the auction, and hopefully enough money got funneled, or it's just like, oh, okay, now I'm in a circumstance where I now owe money. Womp womp. That's one strategy, and hopefully that works. All right, my turn. 5. Land on my own property. Oh boy, see what I mean? The horse moved too fast to buy properties. Now he owes money. And that's strategy number 2, fellows. you know, that's a disadvantage for the AI players, actually, for the hardest difficulty. The AI players move too fast to buy properties as quick as possible. And I think that may be an effective strategy. Take your time buying these properties. Because once you start owing money, you don't want to be in debt, and then you end up losing the game. So that's strategy number 2. Alright, my turn. 12. I rolled doubles. You pay 18 to horse. Alright, my turn again for rolling doubles. Landing on somebody else's property. Alright, horse's turn. Snake eyes. Advance to go. Horses paid 6 to bet. Pay. Alright, origami. Taxes due. I squared the original Monopoly board. Gives you the option for 10%. But it's not available in this game. Nee. Alright. Alright, my turn. I roll a 10. Wishing well. Advance to the nearest utility. I think it's owned, but I'm not 100% certain. Okay. And it's more, yeah, it is owned, but it's mortgaged. Interesting. Your Firefly lanterns are a big success. Collect 10 from every player. Do. Alright. Red Cap Station. The bat will buy. Bat. Dewdrop Street. Origami. Landing on Pumpkin Path in the orange. Paid 14 to bat. Alright. Origami paid 44 to horse. Landing on Gnome Road in the yellow. Now it's my turn. Lumber Lane. Paid 14 to origami. And origami already has the properties rolled out in the pink. Or purple, I should say. Purplish pink, yeah. Horse's turn. Doubles, rolling a 4. Seven. Horse paid 28 to origami. Bet. Rolling a 9. Bat paid 252 horse. Origami. Rolling an 8. Vine Station. That app used to exist. Vine. You know? Alright. Vine. Or not Vine. Origami. Rolls a 4. Alright. Cannon. My turn. Rolling a 7. It is not a lucky number in this circumstance. Red Cap Station. Tree Bark Terrace. Nice. Tree Bark Terrace is mine. So far, so good. The strategy work. But the strategy number 2 that I mentioned only works to a certain degree. Oh, hold on. Let me get back to that. Let's see. Bat. Huh. Is that so? So Bat wants to trade me Grove Village Road for Stump Place Palace plus 495. I don't know, fellas. What do you think? I'm in really, really tough circumstances here. I mean, this is probably the best strategy I'm going to, or the best advantage, I should say, best chance that I'm going to have, because pretty much all the other properties are already purchased out. Okay. Counter offer. Make it 3. Wait. Oh, shut it. Old boot station. Yeah, why not? Okay. But I think I need to move fast, putting in properties. That contradicts strategy number 1 that I mentioned earlier, but I'm in very limited circumstances. Now, to backtrack on strategy number 2 that I mentioned is that the reason that I say that it only works to a certain circumstance, because you take your time buying properties, but it only works to a certain extent because because all these other AI players, they take their time, or they rush to put all the properties. But if so many spaces have properties, then then the strategy starts to not work. All right. Let's see. I'll put only 1 piece of property on each, and that's it. Paid 48. All right. I will end my turn. I will end my turn. Horse rolls a 10. Chance. Get out of jail free card. I'll say this much, fellas. Well, even when you play Monopoly on the... Ooh, Bat needs to raise 4. Anyways, but when you play Monopoly on the hardest board game, you figure out the strategy, you play your cards right, and then you'll maximize your chances on winning every time. Origami pays Bat. Alright, Origami's turn. Okay. Let's see, Origami puts more properties on his pinkish purplish properties. My turn. Got doubles. You find the path to the hidden grove. Collect 25. 3. Wishing Well. Advance to Toadstool Towers. If you pass go, collect 200. Where's Frog? Anybody seen that or read that book, I should say? Frog and Toad. Anyways. Alright. Horse's turn. Rolls a 9. Bat's turn. 7. Taxes due. Troll attack. Alright, origami. 3. Going to jail. 12. Wishing Well. Advance to the nearest railroad. Yep. 200 in, 200 out. You got doubles. Paid 150. Oh, Jesus. Alright. 5. The fabulous 5. Don't worry, fellas. You land on my property, the most expensive one in the entire board. You're going to owe me a lot back. Nya, 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 nya. Bat. Nine. No doubles. Alright, my turn. 7. Paying all his money. Paying all his money. Alright, horse. Landing on his own property. Bat. Doubles. Doubles for the second time. Bat paid 150 to origami. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paid 28 to origami. Origami essentially has nearly a whole quarter of the board owned. The orange and the purplish pink. Alright. Alright, my turn. I roll a 3. 2, 3. Paid 12 to origami. Troll attack. Taxes due. Oh, sure. Don't land on my property. Bat rolls a 6. Advance to Old Boot Station. Bat needs to raise a 209. Alrighty, folks. Just barely past half an hour into the game, and we have our first player that already had starts to owe money. Alright. My turn. Roll an 11. My own property. Horse. Lands on his own property. 11. Origami. I swear the theme for this board game, you put Lord of the Rings and Shrek put together, you get this. Of course, land on troll attack. Origami does not land on my space. Mm-hmm. Wishing well. Advance to the nearest railroad. Paid 50 to horse. Horse lands on the wishing well. Roots grows into everyone's house. Bad's turn. Rolls a 9. Lands on his own property. Origami. My turn. Rolling a 10. Horse needs to rate 868. Oof. Wow. That's what you get. That's what you get. Wow. Claimed out all the properties in the brown. Bad paid 8 to horse. Alright, go to jail. Well, that's pretty much where I'd rather be right now. In this board's set of circumstances, look at all those houses and hotels. Alright, Bat's turn. Rolls an 8. Bat needs to raise 592. Oh boy, that is not good. No es bueno, amigo. Das ist nicht gut. Alright, origami. Free parking. Boy, that's not the best place to be right now. Look at all those hotels on that quarter of the board. Alright. And turn. Ooh. Okay. Horse. Horse needs to rates 24 bucks. If horse lands on my blue properties, I think that's going to be it. Oh, look at that. Bad needs to race 917. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first bankrupt player. Wah, wah, wah. Oh boy. If this game goes as fast as I think it is, I think all that horse needs to do is land on my blue properties. And that's game over. Well, we will have our second bankrupt player very soon. Origami. 6. I'll tell you what, folks. Well, let me roll the doubles first. Oh, that is the safest place to be on that side of the board. Alright. Well, looking at all the board right now, guys, I would like to take a risk. I do. because where I am right now, furthest possible from all the red properties. And I have 2 players that are ahead of me. That's the origami and the horse. And if they land on my blue piece, that's the risk or the chance. This would be an opportunity right now to actually get more out of rent. So I'm going to risk it. That's the kind of verbiage when I play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Never thought I'll actually say it in Monopoly, but I'm going to risk it. Now let's go. I'll end my turn. Alright, that actually worked. Ha ha ha. Horse needs to raise 450. Oh, that came close. Wishing well. Oh boy. Origami. Going to jail. I'm going to hold on to that 600 bucks for now. Alright, so the horse didn't actually bankrupt. Wow. Pretty solid. Alright, 5. Community's chest. Whoever watches your veggie garden, pay 50. 200 in, 50 out. Alright. Did I see that right? Oh. I saw 193 minus, but never mind. It's because in this game, some of the cards that they swipe so fast. All right, my turn. I roll a 7. Paid 52. Six. 9. 7. My own property. Horse. Lucky. Advance to go. Oh. Lucky. Oh boy. Here goes origami. Alright. Dang it. Alright, hold on. 200, pay 30 to origami. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. So if I end up not paying anything, and I make it to at least up to free parking, I'll put those next properties out there and risk it. Stump Palace, Hordes needs to raise 583. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our second bankrupt player. And we're not even past the first hour. 45 minutes later. Wow, wow, wow. Unmortgage. Keep mortgaged. Keep mortgaged. No, keep mortgaged. Keep mortgaged. Yellow. No. Wow, the fact that it's actually costing me money just to keep these properties mortgaged. I don't think you do that in the actual game. In the actual board game, I should say, the physical board game, not the digital board game. Alright. I knew that was going to happen. Let's do it. I paid $7.50 to origami. Ooh. 9. Lands on free parking. 6. Lying on woodland chest. Collect $100. $5. Well, now it appears I don't have a choice. Alright, game over. Nope, landing on free parking, so I'll be here for a few more turns. Yeah, you landed on my spot. Paid me $100. Origami, 11. What do you think, guys? You think I should try to wing it and put those properties back and see by some chance that I'll get past the properties? Yeah, it's worth the risk. I know why, because if I land on the any of the red hotel properties anyways, I'm going to end up going bankrupt anyways. So this is probably the best possible strategy available in the current circumstance. Let's see where this goes. I'm intrigued now. Alright, doubles. Origami roll of 6. 7. Lands on his own property. Okay, so far so good. Landing on just visiting. Dang. Not good. Landing on wishing well. Oh, not wishing well. Woodland chest. A stray ant crashes through. A stray ant? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay. Origami rolls doubles. An 8. 11. He's ahead of me. Okay. 5. Let's see what I get. Basically $50. Origami 7. $6 for me. Paid $24 to origami. 6 for origami. Woodland chest. You get lost in misty woods. Pay 100. Woodland chest for me too. The town thanks you for fending off a rat raid. Collect 100. Alright. Origami, where are you going next? Dang it. What a raid game. 6. 9. Well, so far so good. I've been pretty darn lucky. Landing on wishing up well with an 8. Okay, origami. 6. Lands on his own property. Got doubles. Back to square one. Ooh. Well, that risk I mentioned earlier, fellas, it was worth a shot. Origami. 6. Landing on his own property, of course. Man, that would have done it. Nine for me. Origami. 8. What can you do? That's it. Alrighty, folks. Landed in second place. For the second time in a row. Origami is the winner, fellas. Well, that was fun. Oh boy. Total wealth, negative 551 for me. Origami's wealth, $4,748, fellas. Alrighty, folks. That's pretty much it for me. Thanks again for watching, especially for those who watch it from start to finish. Don't forget to support, don't forget to subscribe, and let me know if there's any other games out there you guys want me to play. Doesn't have to be just board games, or any game shows. Let me know what you guys think. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next board game.